know there's a lot of poets in the room tonight, and I think that's one of the very first things we talk about when I work with students and when we just have conversations about poetry is how important it is to like tell our stories and not try to speak for other people, but how you like reflect the light back on you or reflect the lens of the poem back to you. And that's what this next piece is kind of about. So let me share real quick before I do this last piece. So yeah, the book is out. It's pretty much all my spoken word poems. If you know who I am at all, like pretty much all my poems are in here. Also, all the song lyrics to my last like sampler CD, which is also in the back over there, which comes for free with the book. Also, I'm a rapper too, and then also I'm really good too. And also, a bunch of essays. I write a lot about like media and race and gender and all kinds of different stuff. So yeah, if you're into that kind of thing, please check it out. Also, if you're watching on the live stream, you can get it through Button, their website. So thank you so much for Button Poetry for handling the digital stuff. And also just like in general, for being like, I'm talking really fast. Just in general for being such a signal booster for so many of us who've been doing this work for a long time. And so many of us who don't go viral on the internet, but like are part of this culture and this community. I think Button has done an incredible job shining a light on that and allowing people like myself and Rachel and a bunch of other people to really reach more people than we could otherwise. You know, how many people are on the live stream right now? It's like hundreds, and that by itself is beautiful. Yeah, I'll get into this poem, but just in that spirit of like the culture of spoken word and not just like the thing of getting up on stage and having people clap for you. There's a lot of other stuff going on in town. Please come talk to me in the back during the break and at the end. I have flyers, I have my website, I have a bunch of resources and stuff in terms of other events in town. I have flyers from Short Speaks, Reverb Open Mic every Thursday night, free, all ages, Golden Time Cafe, a million other things. So, this is called How to Explain White Supremacy to a White Supremacist. Sometimes you are a lit match dropped into a boiling ocean. Sometimes you are a stray dog proud of the sunrise after a long night of barking at the moon. Sometimes you scream at the television, shadowbox mushroom clouds, your hand-to-hand hatred outclassed, outdated. You, post-apocalyptic litter bug. You, venomous spider in the basement of a burning building. You, whose anger is so vast and so empty. All teeth and no mouth, no jaw muscles, just that white rattle. Remember, white supremacy is not a shark, it's the water. It is how we talk about racism as white hoods and Confederate flags, knowing that you own those things and we don't. As if we didn't own this history too, this system. We tread water and you chum in a bucket. How many skinheads do you think are in the room when they said immigration law? Or decide curriculum for public schools, or push policies like redlining, mandatory minimum sentencing, benign neglect, gentrification, broken windows, policing, voter ID, stop and frisk, 3 strikes, the drug war. Remember, the eye of the hurricane is the least destructive part. You, meanest glare in the chat room, all poker face and no cards. Was it your politically incorrect YouTube comment that made the median net worth of black families in this country 9% the median net worth of white families? Which individual Donald Trump bigot boogeyman are we supposed to be angry at about the millions of people impacted by discrimination in housing and banking and education and employment in the criminal justice system each year? Remember, sharks kill about 1 person each year. Thousands drown. So, when there is a new name hashtag each week, when police create more black stars than Hollywood, how long do we keep pointing out the bad apples? Knowing the fact that the orchard was planted on a mass grave. And that we planted it there. Because of course this isn't really a poem for white supremacists, right? Like I don't know any white supremacists, but I know a lot of people in my neighborhood and in my family, and I know myself, and I know how white supremacy is upheld, whether through our action, our inaction, or just through paying our tuition and taxes. How it isn't just a broken treaty, it is also the treaty. How a gavel can speak as loudly as a grenade. How a white frat boy in blackface on Halloween and his friend, who knows it's wrong but doesn't say anything, begin to blur together. How the real racists today are very often not even racist. Those teeth sharper when smiling, sharper still when smiling. meaning it. Burning cross is so dramatic. Just say, I don't see race. Just say, we all have an equal chance if we just work hard. Just say, all lives matter. Just say nothing. Surround yourself with others who say nothing and convince yourself that silence is the only song, this muted underwater melody, this pulsing quiet. And when a chorus blooms in Baltimore, when trumpets sound in Ferguson, in Minneapolis, when every one of our cities breaks into song, will we hear it? Will we choose to listen? Or will we just continue treading water, watching for that great white shark, not realizing that we're drowning?